Hello and welcome, everyone. I want to bring to you today a little update about what to do with this energy, with these codes that have been coming in. So you may have been feeling as though you're on wobbly ground, unsure of your direction, whether you're moving up or down and roundabout, a bit like being on a spinning board. And I want to say to you that it can have been, you may have been feeling as though everything is stretched out and taking a long time. And you also may have been feeling overwhelmed because it's almost like the sensory experiential response to this brand new energy at this incredibly high frequency, which also I've been told holds angelic frequencies, and they are a combination of angelic and crystalline frequency. So they're very fine and very high in their vibration. And so what we are being asked to do is to use that energy to bring us individually, first of all, and then as a collective of conscious, awakened souls, to then bring it into the body. And so that's what I want to talk to you about, and then to send it out. So what Gaia has been showing me is that if you imagine that there is this white, silvery white, sparkly, crystalline ball in your 12th chakra, your soul star chakra. So that's, we're here at the 7th, so 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And you could think about it being 1200 to 1500 millimeters above your head, or maybe a bit more, but somewhere in that vicinity. And we're going to pull that and push it into the root chakra. So the root chakra is quite a strange place for us to be asked to pull something into there from above. We're not being asked to ground it. They're being asked to hold it in the root chakra. And when I asked about that, it's because the root chakra for humanity is all about security and stability and feelings of personal safety. And this is what we are anchoring in here, to feel safe and stabilized in these high frequencies. So if you imagine this angelic, this ball of crystalline cosmic angelic light that came in on the 22nd. So what I got shown was that on the 11th, this awakening wave came in, and then it was refined. The energy that came in on the 22nd was refined at higher frequency. And so now I am showing more information about it, and that, so you can see that as white, as crystalline, as high frequency and angelic cosmic light. So I want you to imagine this ball, say the size of your head, of that light sitting in your soul star chakra, in the 12th chakra. So it's not in the body, it's in your energetic field. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe it down. So visualize that it's there, and you're going to have both feet on the ground, and you're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe in, you're going to, on the in-breath, pull that down into your head, first of all. So breath in, down into the head. And breathe out. And if you have to take another breath to get that there, do that. And on the next breath, I want you to pull it into your higher heart space, which is here between the throat and the heart. Just feel the energy of it at each space. And now I want you to breathe it into your belly. And at this point, you might want to use the out breath to push it down into your body. Feel it there. You can definitely attune to the frequency of it as being this very sort of fine vibration. And breathe it in again. And push it into your root chakra, into the base. And just kind of move your body a little bit. It feels quite different there. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. And so just sort of wriggle around a bit until you can hold it there. So what Gaia told me is that it's being held in the root because this is about stabilizing it in our humanity. And by light workers doing that, it makes it available to others. So we're holding it in that position, and it's this it's a bit like the butterfly effect, if you like. So or the 100th monkey syndrome. So we're holding it there, and then it will become available to others. Good afternoon, Billy. So you can do this practice a few times if you want to, but that's where to hold it. So also you might have been feeling quite a lot of Kundalini activation that's been coming in quite strongly in the last couple of days. So this is a little bit more about it. So this helps you, this energy, this crystal, white, silvery ball of light and energy, it helps you to be stabilized in this higher light and the accompanying frequencies. This energy is for stabilizing rather than grounding, and will merge into your spinal fluid. So the spinal fluid has over time been activated to become this liquid golden light. That's what I have been showing and observing with my clients. So that's been coming in, really, Gaia said, since 2012. And so everybody gets it in the amount that works for them, that serves them. So how she showed me this was she showed it to me that it comes in through the crystalline earth star chakra. So the crystalline earth star chakra sits under the ground, under the earth star chakra. It's a lot like a bicycle wheel without the tire, and it holds crystals in the spectrum of what I've been shown is our new color spectrum of the fifth dimension. So there are, in our new color spectrum in the fifth dimension, we have a spectrum of masculine colors, which are all the jewel colors, the deep intense colors of the sapphire, the emerald, the ruby, etc. And then the feminine spectrum is the opalescent. So like the pearl and the opal, and they are these colors that are like taking a bit of white paint with a little tiny dot of pigment color in it, and it just becomes opalescent. Like some of the colors that are in this this painting here is the energy of Mother Mary, and so this is kind of like the energy on the way to her temple, which sits in this pink energy at the back. But you can see how it's very shimmery. So the feminine colors are very shimmery and opalescent. And so we have been receiving these codes since 2012. That's when our crystalline Earth Star chakra was activated. And so what I have been shown happens is that the activities that are coming from our solar system, so from the sun, from the stars, from other planetary signaling, it's been coming into the crystalline grids in our Earth, and then that comes into our own personal crystalline grid or our own personal crystalline chakra. And so that's like this wheel that spins. There's been, you might want to invite yours to be in its perfect perpendicular alignment to the Earth, because we've had an axis shift through our north-south axis, and often with clients I've been noticing that the crystalline Earth Star chakra is not sitting parallel to the Earth. And so if you imagine the shaft needs to just be, let me think, yeah, just slightly tilted back because we've moved a little bit northeast. So you can invite it, instruct it, ask your higher self to bring that into its perfect alignment. So since 2012, our crystalline Earth Star chakras have been sort of collecting those up from the grids of the Earth. And so these are the codes and sacred symbols that have been coming in from the sun to the Earth, into the crystalline grids, into our Earth Star crystalline chakra, and up into your spine. So the Earth spine is the north-south axis, and ours is our spine and our central vertical core. Coming up. So they come up into our tailbone, and then they move in through the spinal fluids, and how they show up as like little seed packets, really, or little codes, little symbols. I've seen them looking like all of those. And so this has been part of this human upgrade. We're moving, our movement from carbon to crystalline liquid light. And so these have been coming in and coming up to the spine. And the spine has been shown to me, or the spinal fluid has been shown to me as, changing into more of this golden light, these little sort of fractals of, they sometimes show up looking like little fractals of pollen. So this is what this is all about. We've been having these activations coming through, but this is different. So this is a new one. So this is coming, it's coming down through us. So, in another time, prior, I think prior to then, we would receive our codes in through our crown chakra, and we sometimes still do, but mostly we've been receiving them in this sort of micro-macro combination with Gaia, with the Earth. So yeah, this is further preparation for us to move into our fifth dimensional physical avatar. So yeah, just be aware, really. And so this will dissolve from the base chakra, and it will begin to merge into the spinal fluid as well. That's what Gaia has told me. So that's what I popped on to tell you today, so that you can work with that, with pulling that down, and feel free to share this with anybody else. Good afternoon, Margaret. And the new imagery that Gaia showed me, which is interesting, is for us to look at Ascension as being a huge tidal wave, and that as more awaken, it's like the more of the ocean joining the wave as it's being pulled up into the wave. And so the it's nice, actually. It's a nice analogy. So as there's enough momentum, as there's enough sort of water, the molecules of water representing humanity. So as enough momentum is built up, the molecules of water, it tips over. And so that's I liked it. I liked how she was describing it. So that becomes the tipping point for us to have our ascension. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. I hope that you're doing well through these energies. We've had this integration time where it's been a little bit gentler, but for me, I felt maybe a couple of hours ago, I felt quite a big energy wave come in. We've had a couple of days, at least one day, maybe it was yesterday. Yesterday, the energy was feeling very heavy and dense in the body. So just do your best to stay well hydrated and to be rested, and speak to your body, be in appreciation of it and for it, and frame it up like that. And I will see you again soon. Much love to you.